Minneapolis, Minnesota, here in the XL Energy Center, or St. Paul, Minnesota, excuse me, for Game 2 between the Minnesota Wild and the Nashville Predators. Predators are up in the series 1-0. Puccarine, of course, 1-0. Devin Dubnyk, 0-1. Now, here in St. Paul, Minnesota, we're getting ready for puck drop, and here it goes. Nashville trying to go home with the 2-0 lead. There's Johansson, shoots it! Dubnyk with the save, and he keeps it. Last game was pretty intense. Coyle with the only goal for Minnesota due to Subban throwing it into his own net. But can they bounce back from that loss? There's Spurgeon. Spurgeon to Coyle. Coyle looking, shoots it, saved by Rene. And he gets it from behind. Neal gets it, take it away to the front of the net. Coyle gets it. Coyle to Sutter. Wait to Suter. Suter gets it by Neal. Neal up to Yarncroc. Yarncroc looking, passes it back, shoots, scores! The Nashville Predators are up 1-0 early in this game. Ryan Johansson. That was just a great pass to Johansson. A great pass back. Johansson from the top of the circle. Wide open net, or wide open lane. And the Predators take advantage. And there is Koivu. Parisi. Yarncroc gets it. Subban to Neal. Neal to Johansson. Johansson. Behind the net he goes. Tries to pass it in front, nothing there. And it goes all the way out center ice. That's where Subban would get it. Subban to Johansson. Johansson tries to pass it. Cross ice to Neal. Now there's Forsberg. Philip Forsberg to Josi. Josi cracks on the nothing there. And Stahl loses or breaks the stick, and it's taken away by Ribeiro, and Ribeiro gets hit by Spurgeon. Spurgeon up to Granlund. Granlund, the back checking by Neal. Parisi gets it. Parisi to Granlund. Oh, almost taken away. There it is in front of the net. He shoots it wide. There comes the Predators. Forsberg into the Minnesota zone. Spurgeon with the great play, and Stahl takes it away. Stahl still has control of it. Cross ice to Haula. Haula back to the point to Sutter. Sutter shoots it. Rene with the save, and he gives it to Neal. And I keep on saying Sutter when it's Suter. There's Neal. Neal passes it back, shoots it. Oh, that was a great shot. But nothing there. Salomaki takes it stripped from it. There's Spurgeon to Parisi. Parisi gets it by Ekholm. And now Ekholm gets it. Ekholm take it to Fisher. Oh, he tried a one-timer, but it didn't work out for Arvidsson. There's Niederreiter. Niederreiter rings it around the boards. And that's where Pominville would take it. Oh, a shot! Oh, nothing there. In front of the net. It's still loose. Fisher gets it. Fisher looking to Salomaki. Salomaki to the point. To Ekholm. Shoots it. Oh, saved by Dubnyk. There's Salomaki. Oh, he tried to run the Fisher! 2-0. Salomaki and Arvidsson with the assists. Pressure. The forecheck is what made this happen for Nashville. Salomaki tried to do the wraparound, and Dubnyk couldn't control that rebound. And it cost him. Fisher wide open net to the left of Dubnyk. There's Sissons. Sissons should have fell on the net. Nothing there. There's Coyle. Coyle dumps it in. Vitello gets hit and then gives it to Weber. Weber gets hit now, but The Predators still have it. Oh, he gets rocked. Wilson gets rocked. That's Scandella to Brodin. It's taken away. Oh, a shot, and it's a save by Dubnyk. There's Koivu. Koivu gives it up to Scandella. Scandella turns back around. Tries to give it to Brodin, and Brodin takes control to Koivu and to Zucker. Zucker to Fontaine. Oh, it's right there by Rene with the great save. He covers it. And the whistle will blow. 5:56 left in the first period. Nashville up 2-0. Beautiful move there by Fontaine. Just couldn't finish it. Face off to the left of Rene. And it's taken by Yossi. Yossi the Forsberg. Forsberg. Stick handling. To the point. Subban tries to shoot it, but it's blocked by Stewart, and he takes control now. Stewart into the Nashville zone. Rings it around the boards. And Fontaine takes it. Fontaine to the point. Forsberg with a great hold, and Yossi gets it now. Yossi. Back to Ribeiro. Ribeiro to the front of the net. O'Reilly is there, and there's Stewart. Stewart gives it up to Pominville. Oh, and he gets rocked. There they go. Pominville. To Hall. Holla trying to dance away, but Ekholm is there. And Holla takes the control again. Pominville. Looking. He's back to Holla. Holla to the point to Dumba. Dumba to the right there. Front shots in Rene. Covers it. He almost got it with the glove, but he left the rebound. Luckily, it was right there in front of him where he could get it. Pominville had the chance to just swing at it. Nashville dodges a bullet there. Face off to the left of Rene. Ekholm gets it to Yarncroc. Yarncroc down center ice and now into the Minnesota zone. Dumps it in. Riley held by Neal. Riley keeps control. Riley up center ice and now into the Nashville zone. To Grantland, shoots it. Oh, that's a great block by Ekholm. There's Riley. Ah, trying to give it back, but nothing there. Yarncroc. Yarncroc passes back to Ellis. Ellis to Yarncroc. Yarncroc gets it. He keeps control. To the point, shoots it. Oh, saved by Dubnyk, and that will end the period. Nashville up 2-0 over the Minnesota Wild. And here are your first period highlights. Welcome to the first intermission stats. Game 2 between the Nashville Predators and the Minnesota Wild. Nashville leading the series 1-0 and Nashville leading this game 2-0. This first intermission stats is not brought to you by Dr. Pepper. It's one of a kind. Also not brought to you by EA Sports. It's in the game. Why you have to be mad. And also not sponsored by Vizio. Now, goals 2-0 Nashville. Goals by Johansson and Fisher. Total shots, Minnesota 5, Nashville 7. Hits, Minnesota 10, Nashville 4. Time on attack, Minnesota 224. And Nashville 224. Passing percentage 81.6 for Nashville, 81% for Minnesota. Excuse me. No power plays. There's been no power plays. Face-off wins. Minnesota has 2. Nashville has 4. Nashville looking to take the series into Nashville with a 2-0 lead. But can Minnesota take, or can Minnesota tie this? We will see here in the second period. Let's go. They call this the state of hockey. And rightfully so, because their fans are the most passionate. And here we go. It's Koivu to Spurgeon. Spurgeon to Koivu. Koivu rings it around the board. Subban gets it behind Rinne, but he gets hit. He passes it back. There's Neal. Neal up to Johansson. Johansson looking. Passes it back to the point to Subban. Subban to the corner to Johansson, and he loses it. There's Zucker. Zucker up to Koivu. Koivu to Coyle. Coyle, oh, he got hit by Yossi. And now it's taken to Johansson. Johansson. Already with the goal in this game. And he gets it. Subban shoots it. Dubnyk with the save. Another shot, and Dubnyk with another save. And he will keep it. 17-18 left in the second period. Take a look at that shot by Järnkrok. Right there in front of the net. Now taking the face off to the left of Dubnyk is Ribeiro for Nashville and Koivu for Minnesota. And Zucker gets it because of a Koivu tie-up. Zucker up to Koivu into the Nashville zone. Tried to go around one, but Subban was ready for that one. Subban to Forsberg. He tries to pass it, but Scandella will get it in center ice. There's Zucker. And to the left corner he goes. And he's hit by two Nashville players, and now Smith takes it. Smith looking. He has Forsberg with them. Smith. He gets hit by Scandella, and is now given back to Nashville. Ribeiro with the shot. And it's a save by Dubnyk. I think that hit him in the mask. There's Scandella to Koivu. Koivu passes it up to Stahl. Stahl dances around one, but he gets hit by Ellis. Ekholm passes it back to Ellis. Ellis to Ribeiro. Ribeiro looking in the Minnesota zone now. Back to Forsberg, shoots it! Oh, he misses wide. Parise to Brodin. Brodin to Stahl. Stahl looking, passes it up. There's Koivu. Koivu to Stahl. Stahl back to Koivu. Koivu to Suter. Oh, right there in front of the net, nothing there. Koivu passes back to Spurgeon and back to Koivu to Parise. Behind the net, he tries to pass it in front. No one there, but Spurgeon gets it back. Scores! Parise! That's just great passing by the Minnesota Wild there. Confusion in the defensive zone for Nashville. Yes, Stahl with their initial shot, but Parise was at the right place, right time. Good job redirecting it. Putting Minnesota on the board. Now there's Fisher. Fisher passes back to the point, shoots! And it's a glove save by Devin Dubnyk. And he will keep it. 11:37 left in the second period. Minnesota finally gets on the board. They're down by one though. And that save by Dubnyk is keeping them in this game. Fisher and Hollow for the face-off. And Fisher wins that one to Weber, to Bentetto. Trying to shoot it, but no. Arvidsson to the front of the net. There's no one there, and there's Jason Pominville. He will dump it in. That's where Salomaki will get it to Arvidsson. Arvidsson to Salomaki to Weber. Back to Salomaki. Passes it back to Weber. To the front of the net to Fisher. Nothing there. Suter gets it out to Niederreiter, and Niederreiter to Pominville. Pominville now dumps it in again. Rinne tried to play it, but it doesn't go to him. Weber. Bentetto. Arvidsson. Looking, passes back to Salomaki, and back to Arvidsson, back to Salomaki, to Bentetto, to the point. In front of the net, it was a pass, but Dubnyk gets that one, and he gives it up, and goes to center ice, and Weber will get it there to Fisher. Tried looking for Salomaki, and he takes it. Salomaki to Fisher, shoots it! Oh, great save by Dubnyk. Suter gets it to Dumba. Oh, he gets hit. And Nashville takes control again. There's Josie to Salomaki. Salomaki gets hit. Two players on him. There's Suter to Fontaine. Fontaine dumps it in. Rinne plays it behind the net, and he leaves it there for Josie. Josie up to Subban. Subban to Arvidsson. Arvidsson into the Minnesota zone in the right wing boards. And now into the right corner. There's Subban. He tries to pass it back for Parise with a great stick, but Salomaki takes it back. There's Josie back to Salomaki. And he gets Granlund gets rocked. And there's Parise. Zach Parise, the hometown kid. Looking on, it's taken away by Yosu. To Neil. Neil, taken away by Riley, and Riley to Brodin. Brodin passes it up to Stahl and back to Riley. Riley pass center ice and now into the Nashville zone. Parise right there, shoots it. As he shoots it, he gets hit. Passes to the front of the net, saved by Rene, and he will keep it. 3:42 left in the second period. This is a battle of the goalies right now. So far, one of them has led in two. Look at that shot by Fisher. Dubnyk couldn't even control that one. Luckily, it didn't go behind the net. Another face-off, this time to the right of Rene. And the Predators win that one, but it's... Oh, they couldn't keep it in. It's taken all the way back. Rings it around the boards to Scandella. Scandella up to Koivu. He's in their right wing board. Koivu gets hit by Ekholm. Ekholm to Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok to Ellis. Ellis to Ribeiro. Ribeiro. This poke checked away, and Minnesota take control again. This Koivu. Koivu passes it up, and it's taken away by Smith. Smith to Ellis. Ellis to Forsberg. Forsberg still keeps control. Forsberg to Ribeiro. Ribeiro shoots it, scores! Mike Ribeiro. What a beautiful pass by Forsberg. Great vision, seeing Ribeiro coming late into the play. And right there in the middle of the slot. Dubnyk had no chance on that one. 3-1 Nashville with 54 seconds left in the second period. Forsberg gets it. Forsberg to Ribeiro, Ribeiro to Ellis. Ellis dumps it in, goes behind the net. The Spurgeon gets it, and he's hit by Ribeiro. Suda gets it. Ribeiro takes it back to Ekholm. Ekholm to Smith. 3 seconds left. Oh, he shoots it, saved by Dubnyk, and Dubnyk will cover, and that will end the period. Wow, Nashville came out strong on that one. Here are your second period highlights.
Hey fans, don't forget to get the seats you want to the games you want by purchasing one of our 6-game ticket packets today.
Welcome back to the second intermission stats. Not brought to you by Mountain Dew, the drink for gamers like me. Let me just crack this open. We're not brought to. We're not sponsored by them. I just like Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper. And we're also not brought to you by what's this thing called though? The thing that make your breath smell good. Listerine, there we go. We're not brought to you by Listerine. And not brought to you by Mainstays Candles. Don't really make much of a difference. Anyway, second intermission stats. Goals are 3-1 in favor of Nashville. The goals for Nashville are Johansson, Johansson, Fisher, and Ribeiro. And the lone goal for Minnesota is from Parise. Total shots, 7 for Minnesota, 15 for Nashville. Total hits, 16 for Minnesota, 9 for Nashville. Time on attack, Minnesota 409, 506 for Nashville. Passing percentage, 80% for Minnesota, 84.2 for Nashville. There are still no penalties in this game, but face-off wins. Minnesota has 4. Nashville Predators have 8. Let's see. Will the Nashville Predators leave Minnesota and head into Nashville with a 2-0 series lead? Or can Minnesota somehow find a miracle? Or can they pull out the miracle and go into Nashville tied 1-1? We'll see right now. Let's head back into the XL Energy Center. We'll let the crowd take us in. St. Paul is still rocking. They are not giving up hope on their Minnesota, on their Wild. I was going to say the Minnesota team. But Zucker gets it from the face-off. Zucker. Into the corner he goes. Taken away by Yossi. Yossi to Zucker. Tries to pass it. There's Zucker. Passes it. There he goes. Neil tries to pass it in front of Spurgeon. Spurgeon is there. Take it. Throws it down. Subban. Subban gets it. Oh, taken away by Squibber. Oh, Suter just couldn't keep it in. Face off just outside the Nashville zone. And they win that one. Parise to Granlund. Parise got rocked by Subban. Granlund gets it. Behind the net he goes. Right there in front. Oh, saved by Rene. Another shot and he misses wide. Granlund with 2 great opportunities and he misses. Yossi gets it. Almost taken away by Scandella. Yossi gets rocked. And there's Johansson. Taken away again. Yossi gets it now. Yossi goes all the way back. Passes it to Johansson. Johansson looking into the Minnesota zone. He's into the corners. Tries to pass it in front. Nothing there. There's Stahl. Stahl looking. Finds Parise and shoots it. Glove save for Rene. And he will keep it. 14:22 left in the third period. Minnesota with a few great chances in front of Rene. Minnesota had so many opportunities and they just can't convert. What do you think it is? Let's think. Nashville's has been playing great defensively, and Rene has just been a brick wall, only allowing 1 in though. That one just trickled into Rene, and he covers it again. Face off to the right of Pekka Rene. 14:13 left in the third period. Nashville up 3-1 in game 2. Niederreiter gets it to Brody, and he tries to shoot it, but he gets hit. Palmer Brothers, Scandella shoots it. Oh, that went off of Rene. This Palmer shoots it, and it's a glove save for Rene, and he will keep once again. 13:25 left in the third period. Rene's just seeing everything. No matter who's shooting, he's seeing everything. Minnesota has to get someone in front of him. If he sees that puck, he's gonna stop it 100%, or not most of the time. There's that home to Ellis. Ellis passes it up. He passes it back. Ellis. Oh shit! Scores! Forsberg. And that is now 4-1 Nashville. That Dubnyk tried to go post to post, and he just couldn't get there in time. There's Ribeiro. Passes it back. Oh, he tries to give it back, but nothing there. Just Koivu to Zucker. Zucker. Too much. He tried to do too much and nothing there. Smith up to Fisher, and it's taken away by Brody. But Fisher recovers it. Fisher in front of the net. Saved by Arvidsson. 5-1. A huge mistake by Dubnyk, diving in front of, trying to dive for it. Look at that. What? He tried to go for it. He didn't calculate it right. Arvidsson with the wide open net there. Dubnyk making bad decisions. And they are pulling Dubnyk. And they're now putting Kemper in. That's what happens when you play like that. The Minnesota coach is sending Dubnyk a message. That was just a bad play from him. Great job pulling him from the Minnesota coach. Koivu gets it. Scandella. There's not only a message to Dubnyk, there's also a message to the whole team. To the whole team. Coyle right there in front of the net, and Ekholm, I believe, just saved the goal. Wow, Coyle could have had another goal in his books. As I was saying, there's a pulling Dubnyk was a message to the whole team of how bad they're playing. 5-1, that's unacceptable here in the playoffs. And once again, Nashville dumps it in. And it's taken by Fisher. Fisher to the front of the net, but Koivu get past it too hard, and it goes to Koivu. Koivu has it, throwing it to the corners. Brings it around the board. Ellis gets it there to Salomaki. Salomaki to Arvidsson. Arvidsson looking for another goal, and it's taken away by Riley. Oh, he gets rocked, and his helmet falls off. There's Stahl. Eric Stahl loses it to Ellis, but he gets it back. Behind the net he goes. Oh, what did he try to do? Stahl, shot, no, shot, oh, save by Pecorine. A desperation save. Granlund gets it in the corner. Parise around the net he goes. Tries to pass it to the point and no, but he gets it back to Riley. Riley to Dumba. Dumba back to Riley. Riley back to Parise. Front of the net. No, nothing there. And the Predators will now get out. There's Wilson in the Minnesota zone. Shoots it. Kemper with the save. And he will keep it. Minnesota with their surge right now. They had the surge and nothing could happen. I kind of wanted them to go back to that save from Rinne, that desperation save. Wow. Suter gets it to Niederreiter. Niederreiter dumps it in. Around the net it goes. There's Weber to Ribeiro. Ribeiro loses it. There's Niederreiter. To the front of the net. Barber shoots it. Saved by Rinne, and he keeps it. 4:27 left in the third period. Nashville up 5-1. Take a look at that shot. Quality chance, and Rinne, once again, he sees the puck. He knows where it's going. Great stop by Rinne. Ribeiro and Holla for the face-off. Holla wins that one. There's Suter to Spurgeon. Shuts it. Glove save by Rinne, and he passes it to Subban. Subban into the Minnesota zone. Passes back to Ribeiro. Ribeiro trying to give it to Forsberg. Nothing there. Taken away by Ribeiro, though. Ribeiro to Subban. Subban back to Ribeiro and back to Subban. Subban shoots it. Saved by Kemper. And he will keep it. 2:57 left in the third period. Take a look at that shot from Subban. He has a pretty hard shot, but Kemper saw that one all the way, was able to make the save. Face off to the right of Kemper. And Yossi has it to Subban. Subban to Järnkrok. To Yossi, shoots it, saved by Kemper. Behind the net it goes to Johansson. Johansson around the net, tries to shoot it. Great save by Kemper. And there's Coyle. Coyle into the Nashville zone. Brings it around the boards, that's where Subban would get it. Ah, they hit the ball. Oh, it's right there. Rinne with the save. And then again with the save. Järnkrok gets it. Järnkrok to Neal. Rinne with that old school save. He stacked the pads on top of each other. Around the net it goes to Coyle, and now he's Zucker. Zucker takes it out and now into Nashville zone. Zucker loses it. Ah, Koivu with the shot, and it's a save for Rene. Going back. Gives it to Josie. Let's get that left to Subban. Scores! That is Subban. Unassisted for Subban. In the final minutes of this game, makes it 6-1 for Nashville. With 28 seconds left, Subban scores. Face off is Schroeder and Sissons. Well, Minnesota wins that one. The Sissons who gets rocked by Brodeen. Brodeen takes it to Stewart. Stewart shoots and he scores! With 10 seconds left, he scores. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. And Nashville wins that one again. Sissons all alone. Shoots saved by Kemper. There's Stewart. And that will end the game. Nashville will head home with a 2-0 lead in the series. Another terrible game for Minnesota. Again, they didn't show up. And here are the game highlights. Welcome to the post-game stats. Not brought to you by Taco Bell. Live more. Also not brought to you by PS4 controllers. And not brought to you by Bowflex. Get your flex on. So the goals are 6-2 for Nashville. Goals for Nashville are Johansson, Forsberg, Ribeiro, Fisher, Arvidsson, and Subban. The 2 goals for Minnesota is Parise and Stewart. And in this game, Dubnyk got pulled. Now, total shots 17 for Minnesota, 24 for Nashville. Hits 23 for Minnesota, 12 for Nashville. Time on attack 723 for Nashville, 658 for Minnesota. Passing percentage 84.2 for Minnesota, 77.9 for Nashville. There was no penalties in this game. Surprisingly, no penalties. Face-offs. Minnesota 110, Nashville 16. Now for the 3 stars of the game. Third star, Philip Forsberg. 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 hit. Second star, Victor Arvidsson. 1 goal, 1 assist. Then Mike Fisher for the first star, captain of the Nashville Predators. 1 goal, 1 assist, and 1 hit. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to check out the next one. The next one is Winnipeg at St. Louis. That's game 2. I'll see you all later. Peace.